Hello class and welcome to lesson 6. This is find the whole from a percent. So your objective is I can find the whole given a part and the percent by using the butterfly method. And let's just go over some background info. So our essential question is how can you find the whole given a part and the percent? So we're going to answer that today. So let's just go over this. It says a percent is equivalent to the ratio of part to a whole. Suppose there are 20 marbles in a bag and 5 of them are blue. The whole is the total number of marbles, 20. The part is the number of blue marbles, 5. The ratio of part to whole is 5 to 20 and is equal to the percent of marbles that are blue, which is 25%. In here they show you how the part and the whole and how you would get 25%. So you can use the relationship among the part, the whole, and the percent to solve the problem. So that you can think about part to whole like we did our Wayside School ratios problem, where the part was the number of students that were apples and the whole was the whole number of students. So when 3 students were turned into apples, their still total number of students in general was 27 students. So a percent is equal to a part over a whole. And since a part over the whole is a percent, that means our percent is per 100. So then our whole will always be 100 on the bottom. For example, 25%. If we look at a pie graph, let's say that this is 25% of this pie graph. So the part of it is the 25%, but the whole thing is 100% of the pie. So then it would be 25 over 100. Because it's 25, if you were even to think about it as candy bars, 100 pieces of candy bars, and I ate 25 of them, the part is 25 out of the 100. All right, let's jump into unlock the problem. So in the previous lesson, it gave us, for example, 60% of 90. So you were given a percent. So let's look at this problem as last lesson. So last lesson it would have been 20% of 28. And we would find the number that goes with that. So we wanted to have, if we were looking at this as part to whole, this is our whole number. And we wanted to find what 20% of this whole number was. But this time, we're given a number, 28, is 20%. So it's telling us it is 20% of a whole number. So if we had a pie chart, and let's say this is 20%, this 20% would equal 28. And they want us to find the rest of this pie chart. This. So 20% of this pie chart equals 28. So we can use ratios to set this up. So our ratio of the percent would be 20 over 100 because it's per 100. So here is our part. Here is our whole. And that is equal to 28, which is the part that we were given. and we want to find, we have an unknown whole. So now what we need to do is first simplify what we have to make it an easier math problem. So I can simplify this. First, let me add some color. This is green because it is our unknown. I'm going to simplify the number I have that can be the fraction. So I know 20 can go into both of these, which would give me 1/5. And now I need to bring this down, 28 over the unknown. All right, now I can cross multiply. So this is why it's called the butterfly effect, because it looks like a butterfly. See, here's our little feelers, and here are the wings. All right, so now I have 1 and the unknown number are together is equal to 5 times 28. Which should give me 40. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4 is 140. So now I have 1 and the unknown and 140. So these two are being multiplied because they can't be combined. We can't combine 1 and an unknown number, but we have to get rid of this 1 to get our unknown number by itself. So I'm going to divide it to both sides, which would cancel out. So our unknown number equals 140, because 140 would fall down and we would divide. 140 divided by 1 would be 140. All right, here are our steps. So step 1 is to write the percent as a fraction. So let's start by writing our example, which is 28 is 20% of what number? So we need to write our percent as a fraction. So 20% as a fraction. So it would be 20 over 100. And it's going to be part to whole. Part, which is 20, and our whole, which is 100. 20 per 100 is 20%. Then simplify if possible. So can 20 over 100 be simplified? Yeah, I know 10 can go into both of these definitely, so I can divide by 10, which would give me 2 over 10, which that can be simplified again because 2 can go into 2, 10 can go into 2, which would give me 1/5. So this is in simplest form. Now I need to equal the fraction from step 2 to the known number. So let's do that first. So our fraction from step 2 is 1/5. I need to equal that to the known number, which is 28. Over the unknown number. So we have our known number, which is 28, and our unknown number, which is on the bottom, because this is our part and our unknown is our whole. Just like 20 was our part over 100 was our whole. So see how they've lined up? 20 over 100 is part to whole. 20 is a part and 28 is a part, just like 100 and this unknown are a part. So see how they're lined up? The parts are on the top and the wholes are on the bottom. Now we need to use the butterfly method to cross multiply. So I'm going to rewrite what I have. And I'm going to circle this and circle this. So 1 times the unknown would give us 1 unknown, and 28 times 5 gives us 140, as we know. And it's called the butterfly method because look at these beautiful feelers at the top. Our little antennas. Alright, so now I'm going to rewrite this as 140 equals 1 unknown. And we need to bring the number with the unknown to the other side. So our number with the unknown is 1. Because our unknown is here. So we need to bring it to the other side by dividing. So I'm going to divide by 1 here and divide by 1 here. This cancels out. And then I'm left with 140 over 1 equals our unknown. And when we divide, our numerator falls down. And anything divided by 1 would be itself. So 140 equals our unknown. All right, let's move on to some examples. All right, so for example 1, we have 24 is 5% of what number? So we need to start by writing our percent as a fraction. So it's part to whole, which is 5 per 100. And this can be simplified, so I'm going to divide 5 to both, which would give me 1 over 20. I'm going to rewrite this over here. 1 over 20 equals our known number over our unknown. What number goes here? So we're going to find out what number goes there. So I'm going to cross multiply. So 1 times the unknown is 1 and the unknown. And 24 times 20. Well, 24 times 2 would be 8 and 4. And then add my 0. So equals 480. So I'm going to rewrite this as 480 equals 1 and the unknown. Now I need to bring this to the other side. So 1 cancels out here. 480 divided by 1 equals 480. So the unknown equals 480. 9 is 25% of what number? So what's my first step? To write my percent as a fraction, so let's do that. And can this be simplified? Yes. 25 can go into both of these numbers. 25 divided by 25 is 1 over 4. So we have 1 over 4. And I need to equal this to my given number, which is the known number, 9. My part to my unknown whole. And I can cross multiply, which gives me 1 unknown. And cross multiply here. 4 times 9 is 36. So 36 equals 1 times unknown. And the reason I have my equal sign here is because it's right here. I just need to bring it down. So divide 1 to both sides. This one cancels. So this would be 36 equals the unknown. So 9 is 25% of 36. Okay, so for example 3, we have a word problem. 40% of the students in the 6th grade at Andrew School participate in sports. If 52 students participate in sports, how many 6th graders are at Andrew School? So we're given a percent. 40% of the students in 6th grade. So the students in 6th grade is our whole. And 52 students who participate in sports is our part. So we want to find our whole. So we're given a part and a percent. What we know is, what we know is that 52 students play a sport, which is 40%, which is the same as saying 52 is 40% of what? So let's find out. We need to turn our percent into a fraction, so 40 over 100. And then we can simplify. Which can be simplified again by 2. So we have 2 over 5 is our fraction now. So we have 2 over 5 is equal to 52 over our unknown. So we can cross multiply. 2 times the unknown is 2 times unknown. And 52 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 5 times 5 is 25, add the 1 is 26. Now I'm going to rewrite this as 260 equals 2 unknown. So now I need to divide the number with the unknown, which is 2, to both sides. So here's one side, here's the other side. The other side of the equal sign. These cancel out. And now my numerator falls down as divided by my denominator. So 2 can go into 2 one time. Oops, 0 left off. And 6 comes down. 2 can go into 6 3 times. And 0 goes up. So 130 is equal to the unknown. So there are 130 sixth graders at Andrew School. All right, that is it for this lesson. Make sure you are following your steps, you guys. I don't know how to make that more clear. It's going to be easy if you just follow each step individually. And make sure you're taking notes so you can refer back to those steps. How are you supposed to remember all of that? 6 whole steps. All right, go ahead and get started on your homework. It'll be posted at 8:30. In that time, you should be writing notes. And I'll see you at your designated meeting time. Bye, guys.